Shalom, first and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory to the true and living power, which is Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kwadash. Yahweh is the true name of the Heavenly Father. Yahushai is the true name of his only begotten Son, and there's no God beside them. And I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who definitely rule well, who have taught us his truth, and honors and salutations to the elect. So I'm gonna play some of this Jason A. He's pretty much went back and forth between Wells continuously washing up, wells starting to wash up in the Bay Area, and earthquakes. But I'm gonna play it right here. And this is honest. When you really just, I'm sitting here in the quiet, man. When you honestly just think about this is sad, man.
NBC Bears Robert Honda spent the day asking the experts what they think is happening and how we can change it.
Well, human activity is back to normal here at Lindemar Beach, but now many people want to see some changes in how we deal with all the Bay Area whale activity. Since the 12th dead...
Salakia, I'm gonna let it play. I'm gonna let it play through. But she asked, they're asking people what do they think is happening. As of why this keeps happening so much. So that's what I'm gonna get into after this.
Found in the Bay Area this year, a 47-foot gray whale washed up Friday and was removed Sunday.
An endangered fin whale that just washed
Mar Beach, but now many people want to see some changes in how we deal with all the Bay Area whale activity. Since the 12th dead whale found in the Bay Area this year, a 47-foot gray whale washed up Friday and was removed Sunday.
An endangered fin whale that just washed ashore at Fort Funston is the fifth whale dead in or around the bay in just the past month.
It says the most recent whale was too decomposed to get any clues about a cause of death, meaning 8 of the 12 recent Bay Area cases have not been resolved. Center biologist Bill Keener says the whales are turning up in the Bay Area looking for food.
The speculation is that climate change could be affecting the food resources in the Arctic. Like there's less sea ice in the winter. That could be having effects on the food web.
The sheer number of whale deaths in such a short period of time does have scientists concerned. He says whales have only recently been coming into the bay itself, sometimes staying for weeks and actually feeding here, which never used to happen.
This is something brand new in the last decade.
Are being found stunned, confused, or dead near the World Trade Center Memorial. And bird advocates say a glass railing might be to blame.
The New York City Audubon Society says this happens most during the spring and fall migration period. In the World Trade Center area, more than 1,200 stunned or dead birds were found in the fall.
Migrating birds are colliding into tall buildings and dying in huge numbers.
Oh, man. And like with these birds flying, man, they probably thinking, they probably got all these 5G towers, man. Down in the south or whatever. And then they come back up here because it's getting warm. Who knows how they thinking, man? Hopefully thinking that radiation won't be up here. Just for them to get here and find out that, damn, it's here too. And that's just speculate. Maybe that's why they're going crazy, man. Can you imagine if you like you go to a Walmart and they don't got something that you really need? You need it so bad, you go to the next Walmart. I'm like, damn, they don't got it here either. Like, it's a bummer, man. All right, whatever. So. And then dealing with these wells, they meant Esau the Sokwami, he always wants to blame something on climate change. But ultimately, when you deal with the holy scriptures, man. All right, the laws is that when it comes to eating food out of the sea, it has to have fins and it has to have scales. If it doesn't have fins and scales, don't eat it. So all the shrimp, all the red lobsters, and you should see these Edomites, man. They get the biggest net, a freaking net, man, size of like half a damn football field probably, and scrounge up all the shrimp and the lobsters and the crabs and put it on your plate. Don't you know that they all have a job to do in the sea? So for one, you polluting the whole sea. They're the cleaning filter of the sea. Don't you learn the ecosystem? And I'm gonna get the scriptures as well, man. You know, Lord willing, the scriptures come up. But don't you learn the ecosystem? I remember learning the ecosystem specifically in like the 5th grade. Well, guess what? You're destroying the ecosystem, man. You're destroying it when you take these other sea creatures that aren't meant to be eaten. Instead, they're meant to cleanse. Right? And you're taking it out the sea. So for one, the sea is polluted. You see? Right? And then you're messing up the ecosystem, right? Because certain things feed, because he said that they're coming into the Bay Area looking for food. So if there's no food, man, hey, maybe that's because you fucking shit up. Taking stuff out you ain't supposed to be taking out. All right, so yo, you Edomites, man. And then another thing is those huge garbage, man. These whales is probably swallowing huge amounts of garbage, man. You literally have garbage islands. Okay, matter of fact, let me. Whoo! Oh man. Now, is this a coincidence or what? Because California is next to what? The Pacific Ocean. And ain't it funny how, so you have the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. And then here it says the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. Oh, it's not what you think it is. How big the Great Pacific Garbage Patch really is. See? A new continent is discovered on Earth in the Pacific Ocean, and that's probably the garbage patch. If it's that big, that's sad, man. See? Let's watch one.
Every single time that I walk in the building, feel the elevated, gotta celebrate it.
Wow. Celebrate this feeling. Ice on me, raining down like diamond rings every day. The world produces enough plastic each year to build landfills. If you picked up each piece of plastic in the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, you'd carry away about 1.8 trillion individual pieces. That's 10 times more plastic pieces than there are stars in our Milky Way galaxy. And it would weigh a whopping 80,000 tons, equivalent to the weight of 3 statues of Liberty.
Of garbage.
Half of the entire patch is made of plastic fishing nets, lines, and ropes, which come from intense fishing activity near the area. The other half is mostly hard plastics and film.
So, you know, it's the size of Texas. Right, that's what I wanted, man. So, you know, we ain't no marine biologist, man. All right. No sea creature expert. But goddamn, sometimes stuff only makes sense, man. So let me get Thinking of Proverbs 29:2 says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. You know, and needless to say, the animals, the birds, every living being, every living creature, man, mourns when this devil is in rulership. Okay? Why? Because like the scripture say, if they speak not according to this word, there's no light in them. So if you're not living according to the law, statute, commandments, everything is going to be in great darkness, man. You know, so you got the damn garbage islands, man, messing with the ecosystem. You polluting the whole ocean. You know, dumping chemicals in there. It's crazy, man. That's why, man, can't wait till this devil goes down, man. It's just crazy, man, because we live our own personal lives and the hell we gotta go through. But how often do we think about the birds, man, and the whales, the sea creature, and everything else that's catching hell under the rulership of these Edomites, man? And then they got the nerve to think that they're gonna rule forever. Then you think you're gonna rule forever. Isaiah 47:7, and thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever. When you get into the word lady, it's from the Hebrew word gabayar, which says Lord or ruler, a master. See? So you think you're gonna be the ruler forever. Well, guess what happens if you would be the ruler forever? You know what would happen? You know what would eventually happen? You fucking clowns. You know what would eventually happen, man? This is Matthew 24:21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. Because we haven't even seen his full horns yet. Wait till he show his full horns of when he wants to push his new world order under them 5G, under the power of them 5G towers he got, and when he wants to chip everything and everybody. You wait till how much of a fucking devil he's gonna be then. He ain't even flexing yet. And then you got the sonar radars from the submarines out there in the ocean. It probably sounds like a chalk. Here it is, you gotta swim through a garbage island, probably thinking it's food. Now you got all this crap in your system. The water is just polluted. You probably got let me see. All right, Salaki. You know, not even gonna lie, I ain't no well expert, man. So I just type in what do whales eat, right? Hey, throwing the thing straight up raw. It says all of them feed on krill, but sometimes include other sea creatures in their diets, such as cod, crustaceans, if I'm saying that right, and small fish. Humpback and bird whales also actively hunt for small schooling fish, such as herring and anchovies. Now, you know, just speculating, the things that these whales hunt, maybe those fish hunt shrimp and stuff like that, man. And other things that Esau's taking out of the ocean. So the things that whales usually hunt, maybe they're scarce because you taking out stuff you ain't supposed to be taking out. stuff that the stuff that the whales hunt, right? The things that they hunt, you could be taken out too much, where the Lord told you not to eat of that. So like it just goes back to I said you messing up the whole ecosystem, man. Like, oh man, yo, I can't stand you damn devils, man. Then you gonna turn around and say, well, I'm gonna rule forever. Get the hell out of here, man. So we gotta constantly keep that in our minds, that everything, not just us, is bigger than us. Everything is suffering under the rulership of these Edomites. Everything. Everything. The planet Earth itself. The planet Earth itself is suffering. You keep continuously drilling, taking all the oil out of it. If the Earth was a human being, it'll probably be the ashiest dude in the neighborhood. Because he can't even get a proper lubrication, man. Earth probably be ashy as hell. And who knows, just speculating, maybe that's why there's be so many droughts. It's like, yeah, well, I gotta suck in some water to get my lubrication, and damn. Even the earth, bro. Isaiah 24:4, the earth mourneth. The earth is in mourning. You know what mourning is, man? Like how they always show in the movies when a so-called black woman's son gets shot, they say, "Oh no, who's that? No, no, no!" And she all crying. That's the spirit that the earth is in. The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. The earth is also defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws. See? It all goes back, no matter how you splice it, no matter how you slice it, man. It all goes back to because you transgressed the law. Why? And then in the beginning, he had the nerve to say, we're asking people to ask, why is this happening? Because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Because remember, Esau, he took the covenant as if it was his. Just to add that in there, man. Therefore hath the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left. Alright, so just constantly keep that in mind, man. Everything that exists is suffering under the rulership of you Edomites. Everything, man. Lord willing is edifying, and I'm going to say shalom.